What are we doing on now?
Hello everybody.
Hello!
My name is Darren.
I'm Graham.
And we're about to talk to you about The Dark Knight.
Oh, The Dark Knight. I've seen that.
Oh, we've all seen that. Not a person in the world hasn't seen it.
Probably.
And those that haven't aren't worth
If
knowing.
you haven't seen the film, you've at least seen somebody dressed up like the Joker.
Yeah, it's really annoying. I like the Joker before everyone liked the Joker. I hate when everyone
You probably
starts...
liked the Joker at the same time as everybody liked the Joker.
What do you mean?
Did you see... Oh, do you mean like from comics and stuff?
Yeah.
Fine, whatever, carry on.
Well, I just like the character.
Well,
and
no,
that's
that's not true.
Cliche to say you like the character.
Yeah, but the character was always like not always, obviously, because there's lots of different iterations and stuff like that. But the one Heath Ledger's Joker, is the one that everybody dresses up as. Generally.
I know, but it's still the Joker.
So you liked the Joker before everybody else liked the Joker?
Well, not everybody in the world, no, but this sort of big...
I think Stan Lee liked it. Wait, what? No.
Stan Lee? Oh, Stan Lee! I think he means Bob Kane.
He probably was a fan.
Well, we'll never know.
Yeah, whatever.
So The Dark Knight.
Anyway, yeah, it's a really fun film.
Fun is an interesting word. Tell us the story, briefly.
Okay, so...
Second film in the new franchise.
Yeah.
Well, it was the new franchise, the old franchise now.
God, I know, yeah. Okay, so...
Oh, Christ.
There's...
Okay, so the Joker's causing trouble, Batman's got to solve it, the end. That's the story. That's all you have to say.
Is that the story? Is
well,
that what you consider the story?
It's quick.
Go into a little more depth.
Okay, Harvey Dent is campaigning to get some sort of... He's becoming the DA, and it's a sort of fight for his soul, I suppose, which is representative of also the fight for Gotham's soul. Is that okay? With obviously Batman on one side and the Joker on the other.
I've got a feeling that this video might go over 10 minutes.
Well,
if you're going to go into talking about souls and how each side represents God and the devil and stuff like that.
I'm going to talk about how each side represents God and the devil.
We'll go on then.
Well, that's what it is. It's, you've got sort of goodness and badness, which could be seen as being God and the devil. And, the Joker's trying to prove everyone can be dragged down to his level, and Batman's trying to prove that they can't, which is actually my sort of criticism of the film. Biggest criticism, if we're going to get into it already.
Yeah, go on. We're going to skip all the nitty-gritty details.
Well, everyone's seen it, so warning, I might say some spoilers.
And if you don't know who Batman is, seriously, why are you even watching this video?
No, spoiler alert, it's Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, it's the second film of a series as well.
And, yeah, he's been around for like 80 years or something.
Yeah, get with the time.
Anyway, so all the way through, the Joker's kind of doing these cool little tests and stuff. Oh, setting up bombs and things. That's a test. And at the end, he puts the two people... He's got the two boats... And each boat has got the detonator to the other one. Mm-hmm. And whoever blows it up first gets to live. Blows the other boat up first gets to live. And if neither do within the hour, then they both got blown up.
See, honestly, we never actually saw that through, so we don't know if Joker would have just killed them both or not,
Well, I think what I thought was going to happen at the time. Mm-hmm. Mark Kermode, by the way, who's a film critic that I really like, said that that's one set piece too far and that it should have not had that scene at all. I disagree with that. I like the scene.
I really liked it, yeah.
And I think that the scene is obviously...
And it sets up the ending really well, so...
Yeah, it's basically what the whole film's been building towards. Joker's point versus Batman's point.
Yeah.
But, I thought at the time it would be really cool if the good guys, bombed the baddies because on one boat is good people, on the other boat is prisoners.
Yeah.
Because I just thought there's not even a question. If I'm on that boat, like people are, and I had a kid like people on that boat do, I'll blow them up. Just protect my kid. That's fine. They're all scum. They're all prisoners. Bunk, dead. Right, kid, you're gonna live. And vice versa, I suppose. On the other boat, they're all psychos. So they just blow the people up. But I don't think if I was a good person, I would have much qualms if I had a child of blowing people up to do it.
Really?
In that situation, it's either we all die, or they die, or I die alone. If I don't blow them up, then they're going to blow me and my kid up. Or if neither of us do, we're all going to get killed anyway, so fine, I'll blow them up, it's okay. I would justify it to myself that I'm protecting my child.
Right.
But anyway, so I thought at the time it would be good, considering he's the Joker, if that's what happened, the good people decided to blow up the bad guys, and then it turned out Joker was lying, and they both had the detonator to their own bombs, so they blew themselves up. So I thought that was going to happen. But it doesn't, and everyone decides just not to blow the other people up. And I just thought, no way would that happen.
Yeah,
everyone would be fucking fighting to blow the others up. Give me that. I've just said I will do it.
Yeah.
I don't want to kill people, but if it's a choice of having a child blown up or having some rapists blown up, then I'll blow the rapists up. It's not a choice. It's not like I want to.
No.
But I will definitely do it if that was the situation.
Your hand has been forced.
So the whole point of the film is who's going to win? Batman versus Joker. Gotham's morality is at the centre of it. Oh, Batman wins. I don't think Batman would win. I think that those people on that boat would blow those others up.
Yeah.
But
because if you look at the one with the civilians on it, they're all sitting around and stuff, and nobody wants to take responsibility and stuff, and that's kind of understandable. Like if it's a load of good people.
Well, yeah, but it's a load of good people with kids. Yeah. There'd be one parent there who'd go, "I'll do it. It's fine." You see kids...
Why does it have to be parents are a bit nuts? Like, but why?
Well, because they want to protect their child.
Yeah,
it's not about you, is it? It's about your kid.
There's a lot of selfish people out. There's probably more selfish people out. I'm not saying people who haven't got kids are selfish. I'm just saying...
No, I don't have kids and I'd still do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if they said, and if nobody blows anyone up by the end, you're all fine. Give it, I'll do it.
But if you consider, like, you know, it's a boat full of convicts. And if you look into that boat, they're all sitting around, like, all pensive and, like, worrying and stuff like that.
There'd be a riot on that boat, and there'd be some, you know, sort of, one of those overbearing, bitchy mums on the other one going, "Give it here, I'll do it."
Well, they're in America, aren't they, so...
Well, they'd have a different accent, but it'd be the same deal.
Yeah, I suppose.
So I don't really buy that, to be honest. But
there was not a lot of kind of like prayer and stuff. Like no kind of religion got pulled into it. I don't know if there is like an official religion.
Maybe when you suddenly find yourself on an exploding boat because crazy clowns put you there, you start to not believe in God anymore, and your only hope is a billionaire who's dressed up as a bat.
Yeah, or the concepts of idiocy go out the window.
Yeah, I thought that I really liked obviously what happens to Aaron Eckhart's character. But I thought it was a bit rushed at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it worked for that, but I kind of would have just liked an entire film of Two-Face.
He descended into insanity a little bit fast.
Well, so that didn't bother me. I mean, you know, the guy... I mean, that was kind of unbelievable. Like, it's quite a gritty film, but somehow we're supposed to expect that somebody could survive without infection when half their face is melted off.
And he didn't want any painkillers or anything?
Yeah, I mean, well, that's just him going mad, isn't it? I suppose.
Well, yeah.
Like Renard in Bond. Maybe he just can't feel pain anymore. But, why are you laughing at me? Because I brought Bond
no, not at all.
Felt really vulnerable then.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, so Heath Ledger's joke was amazing. Everyone knows that. I feel I should say again, jumping on the bandwagon of I got there first. Everyone stop just copying me. That I was really into the idea of Heath Ledger as the Joker before anyone was really into it, and nobody knew who Heath Ledger was, particularly as just that guy from Brokeback Mountain. And I like really started.
I hate about you and Knight's
Tale, yeah, because there was like people didn't like him, the idea of him doing it.
Yeah.
But I thought that was really good, and Joker's one of my favourite characters ever from anything, and I thought he'll do it really well. So I started like watching all his stuff before the film had come out, and I remember that Chris and I, my friend Chris, went to see. I'm Not There, the Bob Dylan movie, which has Christian Bale in and Cate Blanchett, and Christian Bale's one of my favourite actors.
Yeah.
And it's got Heath Ledger in as well. I remember coming out thinking, like, Heath Ledger was just phenomenal in that. Like, he was just genuinely brilliant. And then a couple of days later, I was, like, eating breakfast, and the news was on, and Fiona Phillips from GMTV, of that famous person and show, said, sad news coming in from Hollywood. That. And I genuinely, and I know it sounds like I'm just saying it, I've got nothing to gain from saying it, but when she said sad news, I said, don't be Heath Ledger's dead. And she went, that the actor Heath Ledger has been found dead. I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's just insane. And I literally think I sat there for like 5 minutes with a spoon of crappy cereal halfway through. I just couldn't believe that. I was just like, what is going on?
Yeah.
I just don't get it. And it really pisses me off when you hear people. Some people say it because they don't know any better, and some people say it because they're trying to be annoying. When they say that, like, he killed himself because he got too into the idea of the Joker. You know, I mean, we were talking to people the other day, no offence to them, who said he hung himself because of what happened, because he got too into the Joker. It's like, first he didn't hang himself, and secondly, he was halfway through another film at the time, and thirdly, by all accounts, everyone who made The Dark Knight said he had the most fun doing it. So that annoys me. But, you know, I think that credit should also go to Christian Bale, because he's really good. You know, I suppose out of Michael Keaton, George Clooney, and Val Kilmer, he's the best. People have problems with his voice, but I don't mind his voice. You know, if I was a bad guy in the Gotham world, and some billionaire dressed up as a bat sort of growled some wrestler voice at me, it wouldn't be the wrestler voice I have a problem with. It would be, what's going on with all this?
Yeah.
You know, why is he dressed up as a bat? Not why has he put that funny voice on? I think it's a bit distracting that Rachel Dawes has suddenly had a transformation from Katie Holmes to Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
But as transformations go, that's the way round I would want it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Like, I wish Maggie Gyllenhaal would sometimes be recast by Katie Holmes, that esteemed actress. No, that's true. Also, I remember this isn't even anything to do with the films, but I saw one of my favourite headlines I've ever seen in a newspaper was in regards to The Dark Knight. Well, it's my favourite headline, but it also happens to be in regards to The Dark Knight. Was Michael Caine scared by Joker's dwarves? And it was a funny headline.
That's not your favourite headline. Know your favourite headline?
Well, I've
of
got
a
another
newspaper,
favourite
which
headline.
is the weirdest thing for me to know.
Is it the cat one?
Yes, it's the cat one.
Yeah, my favourite. We're going to get into it. My favourite headline from a newspaper was missing cat returns home, and it was a picture of a cat and a load of family people dead happy that their cat had come home. And then a small article, and that was a full front page. Then a small article in the corner said, elderly woman kicked to death by gang of 5 youths. Priorities of the newspapers there.
That's just old news.
But anyway, so the film The Dark Knight wasn't out yet, and it said, Michael Caine scared by Joker's dwarves. I've watched The Dark Knight about 7 times now. There's no fucking dwarves in it. What was Michael Caine looking at? What happened to him on that set?
Just a child, or I don't know.
But anyway,
Weird.
so yes, The Dark Knight is a masterpiece, and everyone says it's influenced by Heat, and it's definitely influenced by Heat, but it's also a comic book film, so let's not. It's as though being a comic book film is a bad thing. It's actually a crime thriller. Well, yeah, it is, but it's also a comic book film. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Mm-hmm. I think it's the best of the 3 that Nolan did. Although I think Batman Begins is also amazing, and I like Dark Knight Rises a lot. What else is to say?
I thought the first one was the Gotham City, seeing it and stuff with the trains and stuff. If you remember,
yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
It was cool. But I don't think there was not a lot of that in the second one. The second one was a lot more earthy, more real.
Well, it's just a different part of Gotham, I mean.
Yes.
Sort of New York one.
But yeah, exactly. Yeah, precisely. So
that's because most of the Batman Begins sort of takes place in the slums of Gotham, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, and it was a lot more steampunky, kind of bits.
Blade Runner-ish.
Yeah, and even the train, mechanisms themselves and stuff like that, they were very, loose metal and things turning and stuff like that. I just thought they've gone through a design change from through the film.
Yeah, it's not a million miles. I mean, you see
No, but it's very much more a city, a Liverpool city, whereas the other one was.
It's like a Liverpool city then.
Yeah,
very much a Liverpool city.
One of those Liverpool cities.
They fucking take one sort of. I won't go there.
No.
What? I don't want to be scared to say my sentence. Oh, it's just anything that happens. I live right by Liverpool, so I can basically say this. But anything that happens to something in Liverpool becomes a problem for Liverpool. If somebody got killed in, name a place, Manchester, then it'll be person murdered in Manchester. If somebody gets killed in Liverpool, it's Liverpool tragedy, and they go on about it for years and years and years. Oh. Just as a sweeping generalisation of of a city that I live right next to.
It's kind of true.
Anyway, so is that everything we can say about The Dark Knight?
Everything we've got time for.
I suppose so.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah, the only other thing is that everyone refers to these as the Dark Knight trilogy now, but I do think that it should be called the Gotham trilogy, because that is what it's about. Because the first one is about somebody trying to destroy Gotham. The second one is about, the sort of, like I said, Gotham's soul going which way. Yeah. And then the third one is about, it's sort of a callback to the first one again, with Bane trying to finish what Ra's al Ghul, spoiler alert, didn't. Whatever.
We're talking about the second film, so.
Yeah, sorry. Oh well, so yes, I loved it, obviously.
Good.
My favourite Christopher Nolan film, I think. Although you could say that about pretty much any of his films and it wouldn't be too out of place. Memento, my favourite Christopher Nolan film. The Prestige, my favourite Christopher Nolan film. I'm not going to name them all. You get the joke. Yes, it's very good.
Good. I haven't said a lot, but I don't have a lot to say, so I'll say goodbye.
What a tragic sentence. Bye-bye.
Leave me buried in that little gut.